6-1. Also in Yanks news, relief pitcher Ivan Nova will not be in the lineup for the next couple of days. He's dealing with bruised ribs. The Bo Sox got the Rays, knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-5. The Reds got 11 overall hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 5-1. The Twins allowed 5 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-2. The Texas Rangers launched 3 home runs as they defeated the A's in Oakland 6-3. The Marlins amassed 14 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 6-2. John Neese got his 3rd win this season as the Pirates took care of the Braves 4-2. The Angels swung it well with 15 hits in this one as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 6-5. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Tuesday night baseball here on the show from Chase Field in Phoenix. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the New York Yankees and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Diamondbacks baseball next on the show. Patrick Corbin will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, in his last start, ended up taking the loss. Didn't go deep, only threw 5 innings, so hopefully he can get into the 7th or 8th in this one.
Brett Gardner heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike 1. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They're on a nice little run, winners of 4 of their last 5 ball games.
Well, I don't know if it's an old saying or not, but if you can play 750 ball at home, 500 on the road, you'd win 100 games. Well, this has been an 800 homestand for them so far. They're 4-1. They'd love to keep that going here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. How do they get back into the win column, Psycho?
I think you really have to be patient in this one. Work the count, take some pitches, and then put the ball in play. I think you're going to have to try to manufacture runs one base hit at a time.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now, and as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Still shirt sleeve weather tonight, 78 degrees here at game time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not close. It's 2-0. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Line towards center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Didn't have a whole lot of choice there on 2-0. He had to go after him. But when you leave that ball out over the plate, this can be the result. You know, that's what being patient and waiting for your pitch will get you.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets it. And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
The 0-1 pitch. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Now a swing and a miss on a pitch well out of the strike zone as he becomes the 2nd out. And with a quick breather here, let's bring in a look at the defensive alignment for the Diamondbacks. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, my man at first, he can really pick it. As an infielder, you got to love being able to throw the ball over there, knowing that he's going to come down with it at any time.
The first baseman, Mark Teixeira, Set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
First offering on its way. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Pollock. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Nate Eovaldi, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Yeah, Matty, in his last start, really rested that bullpen. He pitched into the 9th inning and got his ball club to win.
A.J. Pollock comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, number 11, center fielder A.J. Pollock.
Now a curveball to start him out, but an easy take. It's ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, it was another loss last time out, and this portion of the schedule has not done them any favors as they've dropped 5 of their last 7.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
Slider is in there, and now it's 1-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. That was right on a platter for him.
Ready on 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, Matt, this team has elite speed, so all you have to do is keep the ball on the ground, focus on hitting line drives, and play small ball.
Into the box, Gene Segura. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lays off 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Yeah, plenty to worry about now with only one out. Not only do you have a dangerous hitter on deck, but you've got a real speedster over there at first, so he could very well be on the move here.
Paul Goldschmidt will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Now a throw over and the runner back. Runners on first with one down. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Grounded down the third baseline. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, we all know Brett Gardner is one of the best defensive outfielders in the game. His legs may be slowing just a bit as he gets further into his 30s, but he still covers plenty of ground, and his situational awareness is second to none.
David Peralta will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Hot shot on the ground to short. Gregorius is there. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. After 1, no score. Brian McCann will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
His numbers look pretty ugly on the season overall, but he did have a multi-hit game yesterday.
Line to the right side. A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. He'll take the turn and head for second.
You know, maybe if he backs up and plays this on the hop, he can hold him to just a single, but instead he goes all out for it in right field, and it gets by him for an eventual double.
Starlin Castro will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Well, this is the kind of situation where they came up short last night. They had opportunities, but they could never really cash them in. So you can bet they'd love to get something going on the board early here.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A runner at second, nobody out. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. He'll come in with an average down to 230. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. And that's too high, ball 2.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
2-1. Here it is. To 2-2 now. No score here as we play inning number 2. Full count now. 3-2.
Count is full.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peralta is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a two-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers, 10 RBIs. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Well, be careful not to airmail that thing over your catcher's head. You got to make sure you don't overthrow it.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just
a strike right there, or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
Well, one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, and with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Nate Eovaldi gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
The 2-0 pitch. Nope. 3-0.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Yeah, and this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already, that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Standing in now for the Yankees, Brett Gardner. He'll try to do damage with the bases loaded and 2 gone. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he falls behind 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
You know, sometimes big pitches come very early in games, and this is going to be a big one here.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jake Lamb will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Into the windup and the pitch. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And I don't think this partisan crowd is going to like that too much. One thing you don't want to do as an opposing pitcher, well, 2 things actually. 1, you don't want to get the crowd involved early, and 2, you don't want to set yourself up for a possible big inning. Now, both of those things have come true.
Yasmani Tomas will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And you know he doesn't want to follow up that hit by pitch with a walk to the next guy. So if I'm hitting, I'm sitting dead red fastball on 3-1.
Nobody out, runner on first. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Gregorius has it. The second for one. On to Teixeira and 2 quick outs.
Batting 7.
Well, I think he had a bit of a lapse in concentration to that last guy. But no such problems here. This is a perfect pitch with a runner on first base as he gets him to bounce right into the double play.
Standing in now, Oscar Hernandez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. The average sits at .303 entering play. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Hot shot to third. Rodriguez is up with it. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Carlos Beltran to step in to kick off the inning with Alex Rodriguez waiting on deck for the Yankees.
Carlos Beltran.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. This is skied out to deep center field. Pollock ranging back, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
A lot of room here in center field at Chase Field. The ball does carry well here. Believe it or not, it has the second highest elevation in the entire big leagues. This thing, though, it gets swallowed up there in front of the big wall in center.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Mark Teixeira.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Nick Ahmed digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Nick Ahmed.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Yeah, he got his 2-0 fastball, but it wasn't in that one place, one spot that we always talk about. So that was a good idea to let that one go and wait for something else.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. On the ground near home. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
And I just think this is one of those swings where you just get committed a little bit too early. By the time he realized this thing was going to break out of the strike zone, it was just a little too late to hold back.
Stepping in, Patrick Corbin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
And when he's finding the inside corner with that curveball, whoa, he can be tough. That's a hard pitch to hang in there on.
There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. He pulls this one into right. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. And I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 home. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Beltran is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Well, I think this is a slider down in the zone, running away. And that's a very difficult pitch to drive with any authority unless you're a guy like Matt Kemp. And this becomes a harmless fly out to right field.
Gene Segura is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Into the seats, 0-1. Hit out towards second. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Starlin Castro is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
In there, strike 1. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And whoa, you see the big number. How about 99 for a top speed? Not too many guys around the league can match that. Didi Gregorius is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And the way this guy's pitching, you can bet these guys are thinking, thank goodness he's over in the other league. I'd hate to face him 3 or 4 times a year. Once is way too much.
Into the box, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Still 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Back with Eric Harris and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it's Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off for Arizona.
Goldschmidt.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Gardner is there. He's got it 1 away.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
David Peralta will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Jake Lamb standing in now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Hit hard back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Wow, a 2-0 count. And this is a room service fastball. Look where this thing is. Right down the middle. I mean, he can't help but jump all over that.
Here's Yasmani Tomas, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Arizona through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Nate Eovaldi will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. Maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
First delivery to him on the way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. Get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Here's Brett Gardner now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Tomas. 2 down.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Carlos Beltran will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Hard liner toward short, and that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And there you see the Yankees leaderboard as he finds himself second in that category.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Alex Rodriguez will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. taken high and deep to right. Looking up is Peralta. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run shot off the bat of Alex Rodriguez. Home run number 9 on the year. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, no doubt that's a mistaken location right there. At the plate, his eyes were probably lighting up watching that one come in.
And now some action in that Arizona bullpen, as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as he'll take a look at ball one.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired.
The Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Middle of the night here in the desert. It's now 2-0 New York.
Oscar Hernandez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Grounder down the line at third. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a splitter is over for a cold 3rd strike as he's left shaking his head. 1 gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA.
Well, Matt, they're near the top of the league in that category. As you can see right here, when your team ERA is that low, it definitely takes the pressure off the offense a little bit. More importantly, it gives you a chance to win every single night.
Nick Ahmed is in for his 2nd plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around. A no argument, and it's 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Overbit is Beltran as he takes charge for the 2nd out.
The pitcher, number 46, Patrick Corbin.
Patrick Corbin walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Brian McCann makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Squared that one up just a little late. Here's high and deep to right center. Pollock going back on it, still going back, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap, and he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
Off the bat, I thought this thing might be caught, but it just keeps going and going, and he nearly got it out of here as he winds up hitting it off the track. He's into second base here with a leadoff double.
Now here comes the Arizona skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Andrew Chafin will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 40, Andrew Chafin.
Here's Starlin Castro. Hit hard toward the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Now batting.
Maybe not the most convincing start to his appearance right here, but he gets that first out anyway. And you'll see this ball's hit right on the screws. But hey, better to give up a line drive out than a seeing eye single.
Here's Didi Gregorius. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. In there, and it's even at 1. One and one, here it comes. Tap fouled at home plate. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. One and 2, here it comes. Popped high in the air. Segura is there for it. 2 gone.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
Settling in now, Aaron Hicks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is Stop leaning out over the plate. Well, pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
When a pitcher's close to getting through a quick inning, this is where you really need to grind out your at-bats, especially as a bottom-of-the-order guy. So this is a good job so far.
He's set. Here's the 3-2 slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Played on the backhand. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. The Yankees lead it 2-0. A.J. Pollock will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
1-0.
One 1-0 pitch is a splitter in there, 1-1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report, because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, nothing on the scoreboard yet, so maybe this can be a start as he's on base to lead off the inning.
Gene Segura will stand in now following the leadoff walk, and might we see a bunt attempt here in a 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Here comes the first pitch. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
No strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. From the stretch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
And the slider misses here, so he runs the count full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
David Peralta stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that pitch. That's on him way too fast.
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Keeping him close.
2 out with the man at first. Hit hard on the ground to second. Castro's got it. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th, but before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Nate Eovaldi is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Pitcher number 30, Nate Eovaldi.
First pitch coming, here it is. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
On a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he finally gets a sinker over here for a called strike 1.
Don't be surprised if he still doesn't have the green light on 3-1.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
That's a nice backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Waiting in the on-deck circle, there's Carlos Beltran. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Tomas is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Since coming in the 6th, I mean, he's knocked down 5 in a row. It's given him a real lift out there.
Carlos Beltran digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Jake Lamb steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Gardner. 1 down.
We get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Yasmani Tomas stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
In now, Oscar Hernandez. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
The further this game goes along, you get the sense that sooner or later somebody's going to run into one of these fastballs and hit one out of here.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hit to short, taken in by Gregorius. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. Add another 0 as it's up to 7 shutout innings so far. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. Alex Rodriguez will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence. But he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Pitch on the way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, heading for second now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Well, these guys know the deal from the offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Mark Teixeira takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No one out with a runner at second. Ground ball right side. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Got him.
Woo, no problem. And you know what that is? That's just unselfish baseball from a middle-of-the-order hitter. It's a tight game. He knows the importance of that runner on second base, so he's going to make sure he at least gets him to third, and that's just a job well done right there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. 1 out and a runner on third. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. To short. Segura has it. Throw to the plate. And the runner will be tagged out at the plate. So a costly decision there.
Surprising that they'd even come home with it. A ground ball up the middle. As a runner, I think you're thinking you'll score standing up, but that turns out not to be the case.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
And I think all in all, he's done a pretty good job behind the plate here tonight, but to me, that one's a strike.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. 3-0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And no doubt about this one. It's in there. 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock moves over. And that's the third out. One left for the Yankees. But they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Nick Ahmed, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right on down. They've just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Phil Gosselin will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Gosselin.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
In the air out to left. Gardner waits on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Center fielder.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. A.J. Pollock will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Oh, another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's thrown a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
Called strike, 0-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
2 out, nobody on. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for two. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Now batting, the shortstop.
It's just their fourth hit of the ball game, but this is one of their better swings they've had all game long, and winds up going for a double.
Gene Segura will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And a big at-bat there with two away. The RBI triple cuts the lead to one, and now if they get another base hit here, they could very quickly tie this ball game.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So, for the time being, he stands to be the winning pitcher, but he is responsible for the possible tying run over at third. Andrew Miller will come on here looking to get the final out in the home half of inning number 8.
Andrew Miller.
Paul Goldschmidt will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to hold the lead. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
One and one, here it is. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now.
Well, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Boy, and he's not too thrilled with that call out there on the mound. And you know what? I don't blame him. I mean, have a look where this pitch is. That catches an awful lot of the plate, and I think I'd be mad if I were him.
So striding in, David Peralta, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a snap throw to first. Back in standing. And another snap throw to the bag. Keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Definitely has his attention.
Pause. Now the pitch. And a high strike there. 0-1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
And he misses with it. 1-1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Outside and a full count. 3-2.
Well, this is for sure the at-bat of the night so far.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Yeah, back-to-back walks for him now, and he hasn't looked like he's wanted any part of these number 3 or 4 guys. He's going to have to shift gears now, though, because he's still got a dangerous number 5 guy ahead of him.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Jake Lamb, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away.
Some guys are just flat-out clutch. They come through in these situations time and time again. We'll see if he's got that in him here.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And a fastball for Miller as he jumps ahead. 0-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
He's still got to make one more big pitch, but this is a great start with the bases loaded.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Gardner is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 9th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 2-1. Daniel Hudson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Didi Gregorius, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Oh and 1, here it comes. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
This bullpen's picking right up where their starter left off. This has been a real team effort on the mound so far.
Striding into the box, Aaron Hicks. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. And that's in there for strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right.
1 out, nobody on. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses, and Hudson goes to a full count now. It's 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Jacoby Ellsbury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 22, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 2-1. Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Striding in to start the 9th is Manny Tomas. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, especially when it's on the inner half.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Now it's swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
And he is is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Boy. And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Wellington Castillo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 7, Wellington Castillo.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get 1 at-bat, it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Boy, no messing around here in this 9th inning.
And that's a closer's mentality. They're not usually the best at setting guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Yeah, a bad spot there to lose your release point. This one just continues to run inside and gets him, and now all of a sudden that puts a tying run on base.
Nick Ahmed comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Chapman sets. First pitch on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch on 2-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. A-Rod will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Peter O'Brien will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 14, Peter O'Brien.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
No strikes.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an umpire helping you out, no reason to go after a borderline pitch on 2-0.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Oh, that's just flat out nasty. Chapman's got to be the guy you least want to see out there in the 9th inning. He gets the final 3 outs here, and he picks up a save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see in his final line. He gave him 7 2/3 good innings, and he was definitely the difference in this one.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top 2-1. Good night from Phoenix.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. The winning pitcher is Nate Eovaldi. His record is now 4-2. The save goes to Aroldis Chapman, his 3rd. The loss goes to Patrick Corbin. He falls to 1-5. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that Postgame Valley Metro is available in Copper Square at Central Station. Also, extra Metro rail trains are available at the Washington and 3rd Street Station.